alright.
I'm just going to go make myself a drink. Would you like one?
No, I'm alright.
Oh, I quite enjoy this, so I'm going to kick back while you do this.
Yeah, good on you. Bit echoey now.
That is filming, isn't it?
She was going, don't laugh, and then she laughed. So shall we go along, Meg? So from about there, they are. Actually, no. We'll just do the. Does that look right? It'll come out.
Yeah.
And then the bed was going to fold out. Oh. Yeah. But I think they are going to have to be a bit narrower because there's not enough room. You don't want to have to go like that.
Yeah.
And maybe about there. Still wider than the ones in the caravan, aren't they?
Put my arm here.
It might be that you have really tiny little cubbies along the wall.
Sorry, I was just stood there looking through them.
Yeah.
I could walk like this. I could walk normally through that.
You could even walk abnormally through it.
Yeah. You could go. Okay, this was my wall.
Yeah, see, you can even do that, Herbs.
Yeah.
That's our next job then. If you grab that tape measure next, let's have a look and see what that looks like. Sorry, it's 80 wide. And then we know the height would be quite good, wouldn't
You're
it?
marking all of that out on the wall.
Yeah.
That'll be really good. Because then, you know, if you mark it all out and you walk away for a few days.
Is that the toilet?
Yeah, the bathroom's going to be in here.
Well, close to you because you need to go along.
Yeah. Oh, it looks low, doesn't it?
Now we've got to do the other side.
Herbs is the official line drawer.
Yeah. Do you want to write on that sofa, Herbs?
Yeah.
No, inside it, darling.
No!
Soft!
That's the worst writing.
Wow!
Lowercase, capital, lowercase.
No, that is just amazing.
That's alright, right, you've got some dots to do now, Herbs, on this side.
I'm going to get a little chair and we'll just sit and watch you all.
Alright. Megsy's waiting for you, darling.
Made it better. Hang on.
And then don't walk backwards when you're near the edge, but same that end, and then we'll join them up again. Yeah. Because it just allows. You look like a director.
Oh, I'm just chilling out. It's nice.
And scene.
Are you enjoying this then?
Yeah, it's great to see, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go for it, Herbs.
Go, go, go.
Sorry, I made it go a bit.
It's alright, moved slightly, that's okay.
I like
do,
being,
Herbs.
I like being pen man.
But to make it match Herbie, ready?
I actually corrected mine.
Sorry,
Oh,
darling.
that's great.
For cupboards.
That's good.
I was thinking it was going to be like that much.
And you're not going to bump your head on them because the sofas are here. So you could have
Oh.
actually.
That's true, yeah.
I mean, you don't want to obscure too much, but you could have, you know.
18 inches.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah.
So,
It's great. Oh, I know. So here, like, say this is my space, so there can be cupboards here
yeah.
for shorts, t-shirts,
That's it.
jumpers,
Get all your
trousers.
clothes in there.
And
All your
clothes.
dresses.
Yeah.
See it.
Wine. Bottle of wine.
Limo. There's room for a big bathroom, and it means we've still got room for good storage again. Right. So that's our sofas and beds. You can put Megan's bed.
I'm gonna put my
A bit big, but I don't mind.
Then the door will be here, won't it? Look what he's
Oh,
put.
God.
The king's bed. And then, right, how wide we are.
He's not going to be able to do the B look.
Oh,
It
God.
switched from like capital to oh god.
Are we buying a door or are you making a door?
Don't know. I think we should buy one.
Of
Oh, in that case, there is enough room because they're not that wide, are they?
Yeah.
That is awful.
Perfect.
Herbie.
So, do we need it to be up within this space, don't we?
Yeah.
So,
I think they're probably about 600 then.
well, there's enough then because that's sort of 700.
It's so big, isn't it?
Yeah, there's loads of room, isn't
I
there?
want to see how many of my steps it
So,
is to.
who's got the pen?
So this is all the aluminium that I've just salvaged from the partitions from our storage boxes that we broke. There's absolutely tons of it. But it's awesome because I've got all kinds of uses for it in the camper, and it's going to save us a load of money and come in really, really handy. So watch this space and you'll see what I'm going to turn it into.
Do you want me to say what we're doing?
Yeah.
We want to box in the bottom around these seats, because when the kids are sat here putting their feet up on a long journey, they like taking their shoes off, don't you? And
We does mostly.
we don't want them bashing on things and catching their ankles. So we've got some cardboard and we're going to cut out how we think we might box them in a bit, and we're going to use plywood with some soft foam on and some of this leftover carpet to cover it, so it's sort of boxed in like this, so that they can sit here in comfort. So we're
great idea.
kind
Brilliant.
of learning together, aren't we, Megsy? Because
Yeah.
I've never done this before, and Herbie's supervising
Yep.
with his
My
fancer.
Zero sugar.
And we're trying to make sure, the thing I'm conscious of is getting all the edges perfectly square,
Yeah.
because I don't want the boss complaining when he cuts the wood out. Yeah, so that's our job for today, isn't it, Megs? But they're both different. So this, because this seat base is different to the one that the driver's seat, because of obviously the thing
that's
underneath.
got the batteries in the box.
So that's a bit higher and a bit different, but we're going to do the same thing. So yeah,
Cool.
get the templates done, get it all happy with the measurements, put the foam and the fabric on, won't we, Megs?
And then we just need to source some aftermarket armrests for the kids, so they've got an armrest each side, and they'll be really comfortable in there, won't they?
Yeah.
And
Be
they can
great.
sit there and
It's a
enjoy
nice
the
cab
journey.
area now, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
going to
it's
be.
really
so
nice.
big as well.
Yeah.
It's lovely. Well, you can see how high it is. You've got so
Yeah.
much headroom as
I think I
well.
can stand up in here.
Yeah, I bet you probably can, Herbie.
By
Look,
the way, I'm
nearly.
catching a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Brilliant.
it's good.
Okay, well, I'm going to go and show what I'm doing in the back. I'll see you in a bit.
Bye.
Well done, gang. Right, let's go around the back here and I'll show you what I'm planning to do today. It's actually quite a nice change to get away from doing all the work on the cab over and climbing around on ladders. It feels really nice to be doing something different. I'm actually going to make us an L-shaped sofa to go in the back here, and I'm going to make sure there are springs in there to go underneath the cushions, and I want it to be as comfortable as a normal household sofa. I don't mean any disrespect to anybody that's made them like this, because I know you all need to find bed space and storage space, but these plywood seats that I see that are just flat with a right angle back up them and some foam on the top just don't look comfortable to me. So I want something that when we're sat in here, we can all sit on this L-shaped sofa. We're going to have a TV over here. If we get a rainy day, we can all sit in here and chill out, put our feet up, watch a good film. We'll all be really comfortable then. So that's the plan. I'm going to get started. I'm not going to show too much of me fabricating this. I've shown a lot of aluminium fabrication and I'm sure people get a bit bored with it. I'll show you the result when we test it all in the camper, and I get the gang to sit on it and tell me what they think about everything. So here we go. This is just a very simple mock-up of what I need, just to give myself some dimensions, and I've actually scaled this from our own sofas in the house. So I'm just joining these two pieces of box section together to give me one long length. I've had a few people asking me questions about different things to do with fabricating over the past few weeks, and here's a little tip for you. If you're going to join two pieces together, don't do just a 90-degree join, do a 45. It gives you a bigger area of weld and it's a lot stronger. Just clamp it onto something that's already straight and solid, like this piece, Then you know you can line everything up and get it all on there. Roger's tip for the day. There you go. Nice solid join, good mechanical fit, which means that all of the edges are a good fit together, and the end result is it makes your welding a lot easier. Hope that helps. And there you have it, a nice straight, useful piece of aluminium. I just need to cut that down with a mitre on each end to 2 meters. Just there, so a nice mitre on each end, and that can go on.
Hello! We've just finished making the cardboard templates and it took us a lot longer than we thought it would.
It was a lot more complicated because we've not done anything like this before, but let's show you. So down here underneath the seat, we've boxed in hard metal bits with cardboard and taped it all together. And the idea is that now we'll get Rog to cut us some plywood, because we're both terrified of the woodworking saws. So he'll do that. We'll then get it fitted, cover it with foam and carpet, and then we'll show you and see what you think of the result. Got your princess pencil there, haven't you?
Princess pencil. Once a princess, always a princess. That's what I say.
Well, especially today, Rod. Birthday princess.
Birthday princess.
What a treat, doing all these jobs on your birthday.
Couldn't have it any other way.
Clampy, clampy. That's called a G-clamp, Rog.
Got a funny feeling the Americans call them C-clamps. But they can't spell. So.
I quite like that tool.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
What's it called?
Shears.
It's quite nice watching
They
it.
also double up as sheep shearing machines, so I'm not doing this.
I thought you were going to say toenail cutters. And it's a bit like Blue Peter. Yeah.
Here's one I made earlier.
Yeah. So shall I put some of this on here and you can give it a good wipe if you like, Megs?
Yeah. See that? She's pouting.
Ah! I can't control it. The pout. The pout of concentration. That'll feel lovely on your feet, won't it?
Yeah.
Got a few things to show you today. We've got a couple of passengers in the cab, but it means we can show you the footrests. So
They're so good.
they're good, aren't they?
Yeah.
So this is what Megan and I were doing yesterday. As you can see, they've been carpeted. They've got foam and then carpet over the top. Herbs, are you able to pull yours out? Because then we could show it properly. I clamber in. So we're really pleased, look. So I'll come back a bit.
Slides in,
That's it.
goes in like that, and then you can rest your feet on
And it's all nice and soft, isn't it, under your feet?
And squishy.
Brilliant. And we were a good team, Megs, weren't we, doing that?
Yeah.
Well done. That's great.
Yeah.
Lovely. I'll let you get back. You like sitting in here, don't you?
Yeah. That looks really good, Dad.
Doesn't it? Yeah. And then shall I get in?
I think it is as well.
When it's an emergency, I can move.
Right, here, open that door, please, darling, right up. Too long.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so close.
Just measured it.
It's only a tiny bit though.
Yeah.
I bet it's because of that extra bit you probably didn't.
That's
take
so
it off.
cool though, Rog.
It's really good.
Isn't it?
That's by a tiny bit as well.
Right, I'll just get them.
It's barely
I think
anything.
what's Dad going to do? Get the angle grinder and choppy.
Getting an extension lead and doing it.
Okay. You okay?
Hey,
Oh, that's so good.
Oh,
There.
look at that.
I didn't feel a thing. That's so good.
Dad, that looks so cool.
Isn't it lovely?
I'm gonna love
and
that
then
corner
our
bit.
window will be above.
Is that how I'm gonna sit, Mum?
Did you climb in, Herbs?
That is really good, Rog. Isn't it?
Please, Pat.
Yeah, it's really
That's
good.
really, it's going to be excellent.
Go on. I'll give you a good
I know, we can hear it, can't we? Child abuse.
Careful with your back on it.
Oh, that got through it the quickest.
It's because Dad was smacking
He's
my
a nimble
top.
little fella. That is
Oh,
ace.
that's going to be cool, isn't it?
And then we'll
So
easily
good.
all fit, won't we?
Yeah.
That'll be lovely, that little corner there, won't it?
I think Megsy's got her eye on that one.
Me.
That's really going to be lovely. Yeah, big window, looking out, and the opening thing we're all going to do, and then the kids' beds over the top.
Cheeky glass of wine.
Will there be somewhere to put my coffee, Rog?
Put it on the armrest there.
Haven't mentioned that enough, have I?
Then make it without coffee.
Did you lower this?
No, I haven't yet.
And what have you been
Crikey,
playing
there's
at?
a chart.
Crikey, what have you been doing in there?
This was all you built using scrap metal, wasn't it?
Yeah, this was left in all those fridge boxes, wasn't it?
For you when time to go.
Was that the 120?
120 pieces.
Oi!
Precisely,
I
counted
think that was
by Rog.
126 actually.
Was it?
Yeah. That's what
So this is on Megan's side, look.
Yeah, I
Angel
drew a bum
Megan's
popping
bed,
off.
aka favourite
See,
child.
that's very true.
Herbie drew a bottom popping off. And then on Herbie's side it says the king's bed.
I drew a mad person with mad hair, mad person, I scribbled it out, I don't know what that was. And this is what Megan did.
Megan drew
It's a portrait of
a
Herbie.
little turd.
Yeah, and it was
I was trying to draw someone kicking the football, but
There we go.
What's that?
that's terrible.
Muscles, aren't they? Yeah.
That isn't me.
And we've got to move this door. Obviously we wouldn't use that because it's a fridge door. But that is going to come along to there.
Let's hope it fits.
Right.
Alright, put your end down then. Pull that side, Herbs, please.
That's it.
Put it in.
Pull it. That's it.
Oh,
Hey,
look
hey.
at that. Hey!
That's good. We've got a lovely big sofa now. I overcomplicated it. I think you pulled a face then.
I was going to...
I meant like it could swivel round, but a hinge is a simpler.
Yeah,
You've come up with a
this-
simpler design.
And then when you lower the bed down, you just lower the leg exactly the
You
same
hinge
and
the
it,
leg out and it will still hit the
and
floor.
it will still work.
Do you
won't
see?
So will the leg like sort
it?
sorry?
It's alright. It's hard, isn't it?
We've
Yeah.
had a lot of
Yeah.
difficult conversations about this, haven't we?
Dad was trying to explain to me yesterday and Megan today how the hinges would work on this for the beds that
We
fold.
herbs next.
Could not get it at all. Took so many goes. We get it now.
Yeah.
How does it work?
Oh,
I'm not
God.
doing it now.
I like that.
But it's, yeah, they will, like you are expecting, it will fold up there and fold down.
I
But
really,
it was where the hinges sit.
Will the hinges
No, the hinges
No,
will be
I
on
don't
here.
want to tell you
I'm
again.
not doing it now. 'Cause
Please
it's
don't make
too
me.
complicated. That's great, because now we've got this, and you're doing the beds, everything then fits round it.
And
So,
that's going to work perfectly up there for some storage cupboards.
yeah,
We're going to, like Megsy said the other day, we'll have some right across the back up
Yeah.
there as well.
we've got our big window to go in here. We know how big the shower room can be and the kitchen.
It's going to be
It's
cool.
brilliant.
If you wanna buy me flowers, just go ahead now. And if you would like to talk for hours, just go ahead now. Hello, lovely.
Did I make you jump?
Just caught me talking to myself.
Oh, I do it all the time.
Camera's on. I did a little sing to the camera because I forgot it was on.
A little sing?
Little. And then I was just talking to myself because I can't find my drill. I've lost a 4mm drill.
What, the bit or that actual thing there?
Drill bit. And I don't know what you've done with it.
Wow, I do like to nick these things to keep you on your toes. Have you had it in there today then?
Yeah, I was just using it, which is typical. 5 minutes ago I was using it.
Pocket? Because you put a lot of stuff in your pocket.
I just looked in my pocket and it's not there. No, it's not in my
Ah,
pocket. I know that's the obvious one with me, but...
well, they normally go through the washing machine.
Okay, so today we're going to put some windows in. The problem we've got is our walls are 85mm thick, which is really unusual for a camper. I think they go up to about 30 or 40mm. The ceiling is actually 100mm thick. So what I've had to do is order these extra long screws to join the two frames together, and these are, I think, about 0.3 of a millimetre bigger than the originals. So that's made it a bit more difficult to fit these two together, and what I'm having to do is drill these are the internal frames. I'm drilling those out as a clearance hole, and then these need a tapping hole in them for this to go in, and I'm drilling that out bigger as well. I'm drilling these 3.8 and this one 4.1.
But that, just even that looks good, doesn't it?
Great, isn't it?
Hello.
Hello. Oh, that's a good idea, Rog, yeah. That's it, Megsie. Sorry, darling. That's it.
You have to push hard on the screw now.
Okay.
Right, and then slow it down, that's it, to line up with that hole. And let me try it with, by hand first of all, like Megsie did.
Well, it makes it right, didn't you?
I know. It's really tight, Rog.
Let me come up there.
Yeah.
The window's not going to fall out.
No. That's it.
So you know, once you break through,
Yeah.
you can do this bit.
And then you just got to line it up, nearly there.
That's right.
That's it. Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to look from outside.
Oh, those screws are perfect. I'm over the moon with that. That is awesome, isn't it? That's great, Lex. We know now that if I get all of the windows
Yeah.
and I drill them all out,
Yeah.
we know how to do it, don't we?
They look
Yeah.
really nice, don't they?
Okay.
Just jumped out like an athlete.
Oh,
So good.
well.
The big reveal.
Oh, that
Oh, look! That does look good. It's my beautiful family, look. That looks nice though, doesn't it, Herbs?
Yeah.
A little bit wonky, but that is going to look great. But they're good, aren't they?
Yeah.
Right then, shall I take that one off We'll get a little production line going next.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I will have to sort of leave you to it really, but
Glory go.
I've got to take Kirby in half an hour. Well, I'm going to watch.
Yeah.
She'll be back to check her. She'll come back and go, right, how many have you done there?
And then the camera, yeah, we just finished it, you know, just did all 6. We worked really hard. Yeah.
Did you notice though, when Dad said that, he flinched? Because he thought he was going to get a
Yeah, I
clout.
thought I was going to get a key. Well done.
They look
Alright.
really nice.
Great stuff.
Can I try the latches and things? I won't disturb
it's
it.
fixed in.
It's good they've got a bit of a... Oh, and they've got different levels.
Yeah.
That... You know, like the old-fashioned caravan windows, you used to have to twiddle.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like you don't have to do that. You just... That's great.
Is that how far it goes out? Or
I don't really
sorry.
need
So there's one more after that, I think.
Oh, yeah. Is there another one?
No, I don't.
No, I think that's it.
That's
I'm going to
great.
go and have a look.
They're
Okay.
really nice.
Isn't that good?
Yeah, and then when we there'll be another thing that goes over this side, Megs, with the built-in blinds and
Yeah.
fly screen, which is a white colour. That's excellent.
Can I try to shut it?
Yeah,
That's actually really easy.
isn't that nice? And then you just latch it.
Oh, that's so
I
good.
think, is that closed or is that the vent?
I think that was closed.
I think that's the vent and that's
Oh,
closed.
oh, okay.
The gap between them is going to be reasonably easy to fill in.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I think I'll be able to do something quite nice with that.
That's brilliant.
Isn't that good?
So you won't actually see that black frame, will you? Because that will go over the top.
This thing.
Mm.
You see, I like the blue foam, but
Yeah.
and the straps that went over the
Yeah,
thing.
you
but-
see.
Right, next I'll try and find a bit to go in this that's better,
Okay.
and we'll get
I'll
cracking
stop
and
that.
fitting properly, shall we? You're okay doing that?
Yes, thank you. You're still going to be here, aren't you?
Yeah, I want to give you some jobs to do. I think
Yeah.
once you get going with it, you'll love it.
Yeah.
So how long have you been fitting windows and camper vans then, Megan?
You know, just like 10 minutes.
10
Yeah,
minutes?
10
Oh,
minutes.
okay.
It's a lot of experience.
Yeah,
that is, yeah.
And experience counts for a lot in this job, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
How long have you been fitting windows?
about the same amount of time as you, my darling. That's good, Meg.
Is it alright if I do it like that?
Yeah, that's cool, isn't it?
Okay, I didn't know if it was too hard or...
That's not bad, is it? 13 years old and she's fitting windows in a camper. Awesome.
I think I'll get quicker the more we do.
Yeah, don't worry about the speed, Megs. It's a case that with something like this, you just want to do it properly. Don't worry about how long it takes.
Okay. There we go.
Oh my G.
Oh my G.
Oh my G.
Oh my G.
Oh, well done, Megs. That's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yay, first window in. Well done, darling. Oh, I'm a bit sweaty, sorry.
It's okay.
Back at it today. We've just received our main entrance door, which is a stable door. Opens up halfway. I think most of these doors do actually. It's actually a new second-hand door that was made for a caravan. I quite like the radius edges on it. I think it's going to look fine. The only thing that I need to do, and I'm just measuring it all out now, is I want the bottom step or the bottom of the door to correspond as close as I can get it with the floor inside. And to do that, I went inside, drilled a hole through, and I've measured down from there to here, which hopefully is floor level. And then I've also measured from here to here to give me the position of the frame as I'd like it to be. That's 240 millimeters from there to there. And then I measured this side and I've checked the distance, so it's 545. The only thing that might present me with a few problems is I need to radius these edges, and then if I can get that right, I hopefully can fit the frame okay. So fingers crossed, by the end of today we should have our main entrance door and the window in this piece, and then above that I can then set in a panel that I'll cut from the piece that comes out of the main entrance door, and then I can fiberglass that bit and fill and sand, and then I've got one more piece of fiberglass up on the roof to do, and I'm ready to wrap to the box then after a bit more preparation. So it's a good day today. It's quite exciting now. We all feel like it's moving along really well. We've managed to get most of our windows in, and we're all feeling quite good about it. So I think it's time for me to stop talking and get on and get this fitted. Right, so that's the opening for the door made. Quite happy with that. I'll just show you. Because these walls are so thick, I need to now make something to go in here to trim this all up. But I'll worry about that once the door's in place properly. So that's the internal frame fitted. Really happy with that. What I'll do is I think we're going to probably put some kind of boarding on here, so I'll butt them up against that, but this will all be Sikaflexed along the edge as well to hold it into place. And now it's just a case of fitting the door onto these, the door frame actually from the outside, and that's that doorway finished more or less. So Sunday morning and we're still at it. Still busy, aren't we?
Yep.
This
Priming
is
for me.
what's the colour?
It's just going to be a nice satin white paint, but then the cushions that are going on are navy blue, so I think it will look nice.
It's going to look great, isn't it?
I imagine it will take a few coats over this red primer.
Yeah.
But,
Unfortunately, Hammerite only make one colour of primer.
I thought I was buying gold leaf when I saw the price.
It's probably the only thing these days that's more expensive than petrol.
Yeah.
It's a ridiculous amount of money, but we decided to buy some good quality paint, or that's what we're led to believe about Hammerite, so
Only planning on doing it once, so
I hope
should
so,
be all
with the
right.
cost of that paint.
yeah, should be
Ridiculous. Right, that's that. In the cab we have two baboons.
Hey, we're not baboons.
I have guacamole all over my
Oh,
shirt.
brilliant. That was a nice looking lunch, Herbs.
It was really
You were tucking into that, weren't you?
Yeah,
So what do you think of it in here then, kids? Do you like it?
very good.
Yeah?
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be good when we're roaring along with some sounds going, won't it?
Yeah.
Right, I'll leave you to it. So that's the door fixed in. As you can see, I've put these 3 tabs on the inner frame and I've bolted the door through to it, so that squeezes the panel and stops anything moving or coming loose. I've also put two layers of mastic tape, double-sided tape on the outside, and it's pinched that really tightly and nicely on there, so that's bonded the way it should do. So I'm really happy with that. Just got to trim off the ends of these bolts and tidy these brackets up so they're flush with the inner frame, and then I've got the really nice job of step on there. I've got the really nice job of going around all of these edges with a Stanley knife and peeling off this mastic. I must admit, I'm not looking forward to that. So yeah, I'll get on and get that done. So there it is. Really not happy about this latch. That's what comes with the door, and that just hammers on, and that's what's supposed to be holding the door in as you bomb down the motorway. Go. Action.
Hey!
And that goes back there.
Oh, brilliant!
But that's, I'm going to change that. That's rubbish.
What
That's
is
what
that?
actually holds the latch.
Is that it?
The latch goes behind that, and that fell off a minute ago.
Oh. We'll just have to duck a bit, won't we? But you would, I think that's obviously what
coming in
you
and
would
out?
do in the caravan. You won't bump your
Don't
head,
know.
will you?
No, I've walked in a couple of times and taken the top of the scalp off.
The clumsiest member of the family. That's really good though, it's neat. So this is riveted in.
That's riveted on the outside there.
Yeah.
This is bolted through those, so it squeezed them. The door's masticed on the outside. It squeezes them both together. And the
Cool.
door's really well sealed.
That's great, isn't it?
Like I say, 2 layers of mastic.
Yeah.
Once we've painted it, I'll go around it with the Sikaflex.
They call me Mr. Bombastic.
Oh
Yeah, I know. Stronger than plastic. That's really good.
You could go on for hours.
Yeah, I need to stop myself. And then we'll have our nice window in here.
Yeah,
That is cool, isn't it, Rog? Well done.
it's working out well now, isn't it? I know this doing this, moving that door has been a lot of work, but it's been worth
It's all a
it.
lot of work, but it's going to be great. That's excellent. No, it won't be long. We'll be clearing all this out and putting the walls up, the cooker, the fridge.
Yeah, I've only got that rear door to do then, the rear window bit.
Yeah,
I'll trim this mastic off and that'll do for today.
yeah. I think it's cup of tea time.
That's
And then
been, yeah, I'd love a cup of tea.
I'm going to order one of those door retainers tonight off Amazon.
Yeah.
They're as cheap as chips.
Yeah, cheap as chips is an expression that's going to die out because chips aren't cheap anymore.
Nothing's cheap anymore, is it?
No.
Oh, fancy.
Ah, Mrs. Almond,
No.
can I have a 99 please with nuts and sauce?
Ah, so I suppose, yeah, the door retainer has to be on the top half of the door, doesn't it? Otherwise,
It
fly
won't
back.
retain the door.
retain it. Yeah, it's not exactly the height of security, is it?
It's rubbish, isn't it? I'll sort something else out.
We could have something extra, couldn't we?
Oh, honestly, I'm going to put something on there. You'd have to get a tractor to pull the door off.
Yeah.
I'm nearly done. I'm going to tidy up.
Right.
Let's say it's time for a cup of tea then.
Yeah, I think so. That's a really good step. Well done.
And you, Em.
Yeah, I'm chuffed with that paint.
Yeah, so am I.
As you can tell, we're all chuffed to bits to see the windows fitted, and the caravan door looks spot on thanks to Rog making the perfect frame for it. It felt good to make some progress on the interior of the camper, and we hope you enjoyed seeing our plans for the layout. Please like and subscribe and leave your comments below. Join us again soon.